Some of you may be wondering about the Why Live Today project and where it's at. Well, here's a quick update. A God-sized vision, in other words, one that can't be accomplished without God's obvious intervention. A personal update regarding me and my family, an encouragement to you, and then a request. But first, thank you so much to those who have given and supported Why Live Today with financial support, with prayer, with feedback. Some of you know I've experimented with Instagram and then with videos and timing. Things haven't been on the time frame I've wanted, but I'm playing the long game here. And that leads me to my final point regarding just your support and my mission, which is I am still passionate and committed to seeing this project through, and the mission still is the same, helping people to engage or dig in, like the mascot of the channel, Mole, says, to the pursuit of meaning and purpose, and getting them or helping them to get on track, moving towards Jesus, discovering Jesus, and growing in a deeper relationship with Him. That's the bottom line. There are now over 300 subscribers to Why Live Today, and several videos recently have received 2,500 views each, which is great. It's not viral, I know, but I'm playing the long game, and the key thing is depth of impact. So I wanted to read you just a few comments to the Time with Jesus videos and the movie shorts. So here's one. I'm not insane or alone in this world. Thanks. Another one. I'm starting to backpedal and hoping I can once again hear that still, quiet voice of God. And then to the Les Miserables movie short, someone said, my absolute favorite scene ever. Jesus does this for us. Lots of exclamation points, like there was a connection or realization. And additionally, Why Live Today is not just self-sustaining, it's now turning a small profit. I'm able to pay my bookkeeper. Also, I'm able to support my two favorite charities, which is the Alabaster Jar Project and the Human Trafficking Institute, both of which fight human trafficking in different ways. One is with enforcement, lawmakers, law enforcement. The other is on a holistic way. And then this past Christmas, things got tight financially for us, and Why Live Today filled the gap perfectly and beautifully. So again, thank you to those who have supported us. This is a little bit harder news, but also bittersweet. Bogdan, who is my tech savvy guy and has turned into a great friend, he got a full-time job. So now I'm flying solo. He was there to put out the tech fires. He's still available if I need him, but really I'm on my own. But I now know how to do the videos and handle most things on a tech level. I still have a big vision for Why Live Today, but the reality check is this spring is the busiest season we've ever experienced. I'm trying to figure out how to juggle that. Haven't always made the best decisions, but again, consistency and playing the long view and being gracious with myself and with others. So basically, here's a quick update on us. I continue to focus on the military, specifically the Marines at Camp Pendleton, helping them in their walk with God. And then Into the Light, which is battling sexual sin and helping men in that area. My son Daniel's involved with volleyball and baseball this spring, as well as Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And then my daughter's doing track and involved with youth at her church or her youth group. And then Tina continues to work through health issues with Crohn's and migraines. She's doing a lot better, which means she's now tackling some pretty big projects, especially within the house and our garage, which some of you can relate to. That's been on hold, and we've had 11 moves in 17 years, and we've never lived in the same place for more than 3 years. So you can imagine the transitional stress of that. Pray that we could stay in our current place for longer than that. We're coming up on 3 years. The other thing is family issues. We have quite a bit of family issues going on too. So this is just to let you in on the fact that I am slow and steady, wins the race for myself and for my family, and Why Live Today. I should have more bandwidth this summer, more space to work on larger projects that I've wanted to work on. One is merchandise. I'm going to open a store. Another is a quiz, which will help funnel people into 4 areas or tunnels. Credit to Mole back here. First is explorer. Next is fighter. Third is grower, and fourth is giver. And this will meet people where they are, and that's how the content will be tailored. So I'll redo the homepage based upon this, as well as the YouTube channel. I also have a 10 video shorts series helping people fight addiction and loneliness, and then a series, a longer video on hearing God's voice. So not a series, but a single video that it really focuses in on how do we hear God's voice, which is a difficult subject for a lot of people. But the God-sized vision, or the bigger project, which will take more manpower, more tech help, more giving, more resources, is an app, a one-of-a-kind app that will help people make sense of their lives, as well as hopefully a community application, because content brings people, but community keeps people. So here's my encouragement to you and to me. We are playing the long game, whether it's with ourselves, whether it's with people, whether it's with God. And the verse that I really go back to is Zechariah 4:10, do not despise the day of small things. So on that note, we just got to chip away. If any of you have seen Shawshank Redemption, over 18 years, Andy Dufresne just chips away until there's that moment of freedom and growth along the way.
I remember thinking it would take a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall with it. Old Andy did it in less than 20.
So keep at it with those relationships with God, with the people that are around you, and what God has given you. One of my favorite authors calls it unfinished symphonies. In other words, we'll all finish our life with projects that we haven't completed in this life, but we will see on the other side as this beautiful thing. And perhaps God will help us bring those to a close in eternity. So please consider giving to Why Live Today in this larger vision. Let's see what God does. You can click on the link in this video to give, or you can go to whylivetoday.com and click on support. If you have questions, comments, feedback, please feel free to reach out, and I would just love to connect with you. Thank you.